Hello everyone and welcome to Herorc. I'm Robert, and tonight I've got the course lit up and I've got my track 6 ultimate or track 6 Merc out, and we're going to take it through its paces. It's been lured, and as you can see I've got the lights lit up on it, and here we go. I like it a lot better lured. Looks pretty good that way to me. Let's see how it performs. So I got all diffs on. It's a little chilly out here tonight. After being about 90 degrees today. It's like desert weather. Warm in the day and cool at night. Running a 3S LiPo in it. And you can tell she's anxious to get there, boy. I can tell in the controller that it's got a lot more power. And this is where she bottoms out at right here. And that might be due to it not being a high trail anymore. Yeah, wow. I can't believe it made that much difference. We may have to raise her back up. Oh, she walked over this course like it was nothing before. Alright, we're going to give it the hand of God. We're going to try it one more time. If it doesn't make it, we're going to go around. Uno momento. Alright, we're going to try it again. Kind of move some bricks around. Let's see what happens. I guess that's one of the advantages of being a high trail. An obstacle like Bedrock Bridge wouldn't affect you. Unless you're it'll affect you if you're a trail vehicle. And I think by, look at the drag brake, very good for the track 6. Alright. She wants to, but I can see the difference now by taking the lift kit off of it. I can tell the difference for sure. Okay, you just got to pick the right lines with it, that's all. It's not the beast she was before. It's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Learned something today. What I could probably do to it is put some taller shocks on it, because it's going to catch on everything now, looks like. So my course is a little bit more challenging than I thought. Haha! Roberto, you go, boy. Old man. Yeah, it's not making it as easy as it did before. Huh. Isn't that something? Alright, we're going to turn the diffs off. See if we can get a better turning radius. And it turns a little bit better. Okay, not bad, not bad. I learned something new today. How about that? Every day is a learning experience, no matter how old you are. But doesn't it look good though with the lights on it? That is crazy, just taking that lift kit off of it. It is not the same beast anymore. shocked. I really am. But the wheelbase helps it in a lot of ways. I've got it in crawler mode, in Traxxas crawler mode. Let's see how it does over Shovel Bridge. And 2S is pretty powerful for it, I think. Or 3S anyway. It's more herky-jerky than it was with the 2S. So that's something else I might consider. It's a little chilly out here. Yeah, shorts on today. Got summer clothes on today. Got the diffs off. We're going to back up, get a better angle, and we'll turn the diffs on. Alright. You know, maybe there's a reason why they offer the lift kits. You get better crawler qualities out of it, I think. Or crawler abilities out of it. Yeah, see, it's getting stuck. Wow. Isn't that something? The wheelbase, without it being lifted, just really makes it hard. Huh. Just learned something new tonight. That's why they make high trails. How about that? See, it's getting caught. The wheelbase, the length of the wheelbase is causing it to get caught more than it did when it was lifted. Wow. I've got something else I want to try too. You know, there's different, you know, it just depends on what you want to do with it. Like I said in my last video. And I think the only way it's going to get over Shovel Bridge is if it, it's got to be a perfect line. If then. Huh. That's crazy. Okay. Alright. Okay, now there. If it was lifted, it would have turned over by now. Let's see what happens. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So it can't go straight over the top of Shovel Bridge, but at an angle being lowered with the lower center of gravity, it does it. Just does it a different way being lifted. Okay. That's okay. I like that. No problem with that. Learned something new today. How about that, huh? Okay. Very interesting. Let's see how it does over Pride Rock. It's a beautiful vehicle, though. Either way, it's a beautiful vehicle. Lit up like a shining star. And the 2S, I might have to, the 3S, I may have to consider putting a 2S back in it, because I seem to have better control with the 2S. 3S just gives it too much power. You know, you live and learn. Alright, we're going to go over Pride Rock and see what happens. Let's get a different angle. Okay, here we go. Pride Rock. I'm going to step in so I can get a better view of it. Here we go. Going over Pride Rock with the lift kit off of it. It just tore it up with the lift kit. Let's see how it does. Okay, and I can already tell that the entrance an exit part of the vehicle is lowered, so it makes a difference. Alright, I'm gonna pay attention. See, it bottomed out right there because it's not lifted. But it still did it because of the extra tires, I'm pretty sure. Had it been a four-wheel vehicle, it would have bottomed out with that long, with the wheelbases long, like the Gladiator or something like that. It would have bottomed out. Articulation is still pretty good, but I think I could fix that with probably some desert lizards. So my mind is working here. I'm seeing a nice vehicle that's lost some potential, but it's gained some potential. So let's see. I mean, it still backs up over everything pretty nice to get that good angle. See, I mean, I'm just learning a lot. Every night, every vehicle, learning something new. Especially with this one. Alright, good angle. And this is why you need a radio link. A fusion with a radio link, because you have more control. Because right now the lights are blinding the crap out of me. I can't see anything. So let's see. See if we can keep it in focus here. And see, I lost it right there. Now I know it could do it because it did it last night. Just can't see with the lights on. The lights look cool, but they're not always beneficial. See? I can't tell when each tire is, and this vehicle is not wide. I'm gonna have to put some spacers on it. Well, no, I'm not, because it makes it challenging. In the daytime, I could probably do it, no problem, but at night with the lights on, makes it kind of hard. Let me see. The 3S makes it herky-jerky. It's not as much control as I had yesterday. The 3S is pretty powerful. I mean, it just depends on what you want to do with your vehicle. And, you know, I listen to put, you know, different channels and put it to the test, and, you know, you got to think about it. What they're doing and what you're doing. That makes a difference. Makes a big difference. So I know it could do it. Just, you know, I just don't have that control with the 3S like I did with a 2S. So that's something to consider. And here we are, night crawl at Herorc at Foxtrot crawler course, or trail course, I should say. I'm gonna step back out so I don't bust my butt. And we're gonna come back around and go back over Bedrock Bridge the opposite way to test the you know, and I do have a different servo in there, and I'm not really liking that servo. It doesn't seem to have a lot of power, and it's a, I don't think it's a name brand, but it costs a little bit more than your average servo. But it's getting it done. Alright, very good, very good. But I will say I lost a lot of clearance. Being lowered back down to natural height. To natural height, yeah. but you know, makes it challenging. You got to pick the right lines. You know, you just can't just crawl over anything like I did with the high trail. So being lowered, I like. Like it very much. But with that said, I'm probably going to keep the natural high trail, the K5. I'm probably going to keep it lifted. Got to have at least one lifted vehicle in your fleet. Hold on. Okay, different angle. Here we go. I will say that servo is not very fast at all. It's pretty slow. And that's what I'm starting to learn too, that servos make a difference too in the vehicle. Motors, all of that. You gotta have a good combination. Even on a little course like mine, you gotta have a good combination. Without it, I mean, all it does is give you a more challenge, which I guess that's okay too. Gives you more of a challenge. Makes it more fun. It doesn't get boring. I mean, you just don't want the vehicle to just dominate, you know what I mean? You want it to be a little challenging. The herpy-jerky, I do not like it at all. All diffs are on. Let's see if we can do it without the diffs on. I'm going to back it up. I'm going to turn the diffs off. See what it does. A little harder, a little slip and sliding, but it still did it. Yeah, jacked up in the back. See what that drag brake does. Not bad. That's pretty good. You know, for the weight of this vehicle and then the type of motor that's in it, not bad at all. And then I've lost that entrance clearance, of course, and exit. I heard it scrape. See, I didn't get any of that last night, but that's okay. That's okay. And drag brake is not bad. But man, with a Fusion in it, oh my God, can you imagine the control I would have with this thing? So, I don't know, I got something to think about. I'll go back and watch the videos and decide. Now, this would be a good tow truck too. I mean, a good hauler to haul, you know, vehicles around. I've got several Bashers and Speedsters that could go on trailers and be hauled around. You know, like if my son and his son came over and, you know, I could hook some trailers up to it and we could drive over to Foxtrot Speedway and haul some Speedsters over there and, you know, park them and back them off the trailers. You know, just some cool videos, you know what I mean? So there you have it, folks. The Track 6 Merc over Foxtrot Trailer Course. Did a great job. Could be lowered. And let's get that side profile of it being lowered. See if we can tell a difference. And you can. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's back it up. And it's kind of hard to get a front view of it being lowered with the lights on. We'll do that tomorrow. After matures, of course. But there you have it, folks. The Merc's Track 6 Merc out on Foxtrot Trailer Course. Did a pretty good job. I think we're going to see how it does on the indoor crawler course. So I will see you on the flip side. Okay, here we are in my junkie studio. Stuff everywhere. But I have got the Merc 6 in after doing a little run across the outdoor trailer course. and we're going to see how it does on the indoor articulation course, being lowered. So here we go. I mean, I've learned a lot just from lowering it, you know, taking the lift kit off of it. It is a different vehicle. It's not the same. But you know what? I still love it. You gotta love a six-wheeler though. Yeah, no problem. Let's see how, if it gets over this part here, because this is where a long wheelbase lowered vehicle, if it's not the right height, has problems. And there you have it right there. Now when it was lifted, it didn't have a problem. So that kind of tells you something there. It just depends on what you want to do with your vehicle. As you can see, it's bottoming out right there. And you don't really, you don't want to really give it, you know, a lot of power, thrust, because it might launch off into outer space somewhere. So, let's see what happens. But I do have the diffs off. I forgot about that. So we're going to turn the diffs on. See what happens. Okay. Hey, okay. Look at that. Butt all in the air. But okay, that's what it was. Just needed the diffs turned on. So yeah, it's still an awesome vehicle, man. This is a bet. I would recommend this vehicle to anybody. You know, just put a little weight on it, and it would be a dominating vehicle, man. Just for trailing and, you know, light rock crawling, it would be an awesome vehicle. Okay, bad driving there. So let's see if we can save it. Alright, let's back it up. Woo, baby! Look at that, hanging over there. Okay. Uh-oh. I think I saved it. Woo! See that right there? That tells you how bad this vehicle is. Yeah. Can you imagine what it would be like with the Fusion in it? Oh my God. It's just getting the electronics to work with it. You know, the lights and stuff. I think if I put one in it, it would probably be okay. And I'm going to have a couple extra ones. Because I'm going to take my LC80 and I'm going to put the LC80 Pro system in it. And then took the Fusion out of the Capra. And putting a Rhino Outrunner in it. So I have a couple of Fusions to put in something else. Oh yeah, it's still a nice vehicle, but with the Fusion, it would be off the chain crazy. I have no doubt in my mind. After that save, and it's a long wheelbase. The track hauler is a little bit longer than this one, though. That it would not go over this course at all. Even, I mean, before I put the fenders on it, it would not go over this course at all. And it definitely will not now. But this vehicle here, it's a beast, man. Either way, lowered or lifted. And I think being lifted, it's even more of a beast. But that's driver error right there. So we're going to give it the hand of God and get it up over this hump here. I'm talking and trying to drive at the same time. That was my fault. Driver error. Hold on. And it is not a light vehicle. I had to put everything down. I could not maneuver that thing with one hand. I need both hands on this puppy. And I think that's part of the reason why it's such a beast, the weight. And then it's got such an awesome motor in it. but a Fusion would make it that much more awesome. I don't know if his driver's there or not, because it went to the side again there. So I think it's going to get over this. And there you have it, folks. Beautiful vehicle there, doing its thing. But as you can see, that there is a difference lifting and lowering. So I guess you could make your decision from that, from this video. Those of you that are watching and who are interested in buying a high trail, a Track 6 Merc. But like I say, much more to come. And folks, take care of yourselves.